Hello everyone, welcome back to my playthrough of Digimon Story Sleuth Hacker's Memory. Like, comment, and subscribe. Now that we are here, we are going to go to one of the next morale missions that we have on the BBS. So let's hit in. And we deal with the Anti-Agumon League. The Digimon in cyberspace are going crazy again. Could it be that weird phenomenon? Subdue. Domination battle. Okay, so we're doing another domination battle. Will be a group battle. I feel better if I had company. I want to take 2 people with me, but who? Which one should I first? Okay, so another of the choice ones. We're gonna go with you first. Yeah, you can be invited for some random reason. He has Digimon partners. This is it's weird in my opinion why he has Digimon partners, but he does. So now that we have that going on, okay. And who should I choose next? We're gonna have Ryuji next. Help with a case? Sure. Let's roll. Wipe out the entire team. Yes, now we have to wipe out the entire team. Party is destroyed. Yeah. So this is more wiping out the entire group. But wait a second. Oh, Agumon. Wait a second. Why is it called the Anti-Agumon League when they have an Agumon on their team? It's a Patamon and a Digimon. Seriously. That makes no sense. Why is it called the Anti-Agumon League? They have an Agumon on their team. Oh yeah, sometimes you get boosters depending on your positioning in the battle. The board. Oh yeah, you have a Gazimon, a Gigimon, and a Wizardmon. Gasumon. Gesomon? I mean Gesomon, not Kikimon, Gesomon. Which is an interesting team group. Wait, for him. Yeah, interesting team group for him. So now let's use Thundercloud. Haha. And then Electroshocker. Haha. Let's move Yuji up here. Okay, let's go after the Agumon. That's part of the Anti-Agumon League. This is silly. And then Scissor Claw. Frigi was Sub-Zero Ice Punch. And the Electroshocker of Kabuterimon. Gotcha. Okay, then move you right here. And then Ryuji will finish up the Digimon. For him? Yeah. Demolition Claw, let's just finish up the Digimon since it's from an ultimate. Gotcha. Ha ha ha. Yeah, victory set. That was quick. Okay, now we have use random thing. By the way, there was a weird customer at cafe. It's not that I was eavesdropping, but I overheard what he said. You know, there's a waitress named Sakan at the cafe, right? That customer was hitting on her hard. How do you think she handled it? She said, "I'm not on the menu," and told him to back off. Pretty awesome, right? Then he mistook me for a woman and started hitting on me. It wasn't easy to get rid of him. Why would he do that? Because you are a man. That is very rude of him. Let's just say that don't let it bother you. People have always said I look like a girl. I'm used to it. Not that I like it. Yo, you shouldn't. Thanks, Kisku. In the end, Sashkan told him to get out and he left. I think I need to be more like her. I don't know why I just told you all that. Sorry. Here, take this. Not an apology. I've just more than I need. Okay, we got that. Head home. See ya. Okay, we got the Anti-Agumon done. We're with. Why did they have an Agumon on their group? It was Pandamon. I knew I was wrong. I was just surprised there was such a case. That makes sense, I guess. Pandamon is very similar to Mozimon. So anyway, let's hand that case in. Okay, now we are a beginner hacker. Good. Now let's deal with beat the Digi Art Contributor Ruin. Digimon have 4 Blacklist Hackers in Zaxxon 4. Teach that Digimon about user a lesson. Oh, so it's one of the Blacklist head hackers. Gotcha. So let's do this. Amazing. He's making Digimon do random tricks? That's abusing Digimon? Okay. Whatever. So let's go through the Zaxxon forms. Okay. Let's talk to Eden. And let's see. Zaxxon forms. Okay, now we are here. Let's talk to... This one must be the one doing the tricks. Call that a performance, you good-for-nothing customers? Put your backs into it. Mess it up one more time and you're in for a beating. Oh, so she beats her Digimon. He says it looks like female. And you see, maybe it's a he. I cannot tell from this angle. The Digimon don't like it? Why don't you mind your own business? Oh, is it her? I was right. It was her. Okay. So we got an Agumon, a Dracmon, and a Monochromon. Okay. Let's deal with these Digimon. Scissor Claw on the Dracmon. And then we'll do a Sub-Zero Ice Punch. That deals with the Dracmon. Good. And then we do the Electroshocker on Agumon. Attack charge, huh? Just a regular attack. Nothing special to it. Just a regular attacking. Do Crescent Leaf. Good. Sub-Zero Ice Punch. And then Electroshocker should finish it off, I think. Yes, good. People love watching funny videos of performing Digimon. I post one and went viral in no time. I just wanted to get more views. But I won't force them to do anything against their will ever again. The performance will be very good anyway, if they're being forced. Yeah, at least we taught her a lesson. Anyway, let's get out of here. Let's first check the Digiline. Oh, Sunomon's at max level. Good to know. Let's get out of here. Oopsie. Wrong location. Knock out. And then let's hand it in. That was good. Okay. Now, before we go, we're gonna go back to the Digilab. Okay, we have something on the Digiline. Yeah, maybe sometime soon. Yup. Okay, now that Pseudomon is reached the max level, we're gonna de-evolve him into Black Agumon. Yay! I'll go on black. I like Agumon black. Come on. Okay. Oh, you want to do Black Agumon? Okay, that's good to know. Starmon cannot de-evolve yet. Let's see, he's a memory of 6. Too high, so I cannot take him into my party yet, really. Okay. Okay. Let's put the farms on training duty. I mean, on investigation duties. And also, you will also do an investigation. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, we do have time. Okay, now let's get on to the main story after all that side questing. Which is what Erica gave us. So, let's go to the BBS and let's say, learning about digital waves. There's way too much you don't know. Get to the basics done. And we're not getting any money for it. This was supposed to be on the 8th, huh? Of May. Okay. It's a request from Erica. Is this a case? An email has arrived on the PC. There's a loads of URLs for research papers. Wow, so she's telling me to learn about the digital wave. Fine, I'll accept it. I'm the king of all-night cramming. I like this one. Sorry, I just like that. I like putting some humor in it. Erica's email contains links to sites for all the papers and articles about the digital wave. But there's too many. I'll exclude all the foreign sites that I don't understand. So she's also including sites in languages that are not native to the country we are in. That's way too much research, Erica. That's way too much. From the 5 remaining ones, including the articles that look too difficult, narrows it down to 2. So, which one to choose? This one. Random pose. I won't accept too much of myself. I've chosen what I can handle. Now I'll just hope for the best and focus as much as I can in the time left. That's the trick to all-night cramming I can do with this. The term digital wave refers to energy that carries and retains digital information and the flow thereof. Although it is described as a wave, it's not actually known if it's a wave or particles. Experts have demonstrated its existence. However, it has not yet been harnessed for practical applications. Further study is necessary. That's very vague. Erika Akemi-Sudo said the digital shift in Shijuku the other day caused by the application of digital waves. I don't know why digital waves would be concentrated under the ground in Shijuku, and why would there be ethers in the digital shift? Digital waves, ethers, they must be connected somehow. Basically, a digital shift occurs where a digital wave is distributed, and eaters appear where a digital shift occurs. Pseudo shows up where eaters appear, and I'm really ready for my bed. So late, so tired. I can barely keep my eyes open. I think I'll reach my limit. This reminds me of a mysterious detective. When I first met Kyoko Komori in Shinjuku, she was investigating the digital wave. Oh, we're having a flashback. You plain-faced kid, stop right there. Why are we using the same model when this is a flashback? We're not part of Hoodie yet. Yeah, stay just like that. Don't move a muscle. These are some interesting readings. Do you have time now? I want you to help me with my investigation. You're the perfect subject for my experiments. Thanks. It would really help. Can you stand over there for me? This must take place before she meets the main protagonist of the original Cyber Sleuth, in my opinion. Okay. Now we want to stand over here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now strike a pose. Really? Strike a pose? How would you pose for a photo? Really? I heard lots of people in Japan like to make the peace sign in photos. Something like that would be fine. People think it started with some Olympic athletes back in the day. But it actually started as a V for victory symbol during the Second World War. That actually makes sense. It can symbolize either peace or war, and can even be used as an insult, depending on who uses it and where. Okay. Anthropologically speaking, it's fascinating. Oh, sorry. My mind tends to wonder. Yes, that is true. I noticed that in the first game. Back to the experts. Back to the experiment. Just assume any pose you feel comfortable with. With a smile. My go-to funny face. Fist bump with a smile. Ha! How very mundane. Mundane? But very suitable for this investigation. It was clearly right to choose you for this job. What? What is she doing? You're extremely mundane. I'll take full advantage of that. I see. All done. You can relax now. What was that for? Thank you. Now, on the next part. Come with me. Okay, what the heck's going on with the story? Anyway, we have to follow her over to here, I think. Because I think she went this way. And now we are in the second part. She should be down here, I think. Okay. I thought she would be over here. Maybe I went too far over here this time. Oh, she's over here. I went too far. Just here. Can I ask you to hold this? Pseudomon? It's a stuffed toy. Cute, isn't it? Stuffed toy of Pseudomon. Seriously? But This is an interesting story behind it. Surely you've heard that every object contains a spirit. When I say object, it could be almost anything. From small things like stuffed toys and jewels to big things like buildings. They're all that have one. The reason people form such strong emotional attachments to fluffy stuffed toys is they are more easily possessed by such spirits. Acquired this toy especially for my investigation. In fact, that's my mind going off on a tangent again. I need to focus. Okay, I'm holding this random Pseudomon. Sorry, this looks silly. Sorry to keep you waiting. I got a good idea. Good idea? Really? What? You're worried? You want me to finish what I was talking about earlier? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Relax, that was just a joke. Really? I expect the readings to fluctuate. I scared you and directed your attention to the toy. Yeah, it's actually just an ordinary everyday stuffed toy. That doesn't necessarily prove that objects don't contain spirits, though. So, was she trying to prove it contains spirits or not? There's a legend that says that objects become occupied by spirits for 100 years. 100 years! It's not that old! Based on that, I can only deduce that a relatively new object like this toy wouldn't be possessed. Okay. Although it's possible that objects could be possessed by something other than a spirit. Like what exactly? By which I mean a demon. Okay, on to the next place. Okay, that's weird. Now we go down here. Okay, let's go down this way. There she is. Now, let's see. There you are. Here should just be fine. Memorize what I'm about to say. Okay. What Kalugi Tafafu Centiflu? What? Hayafling Flu Mungjung. That's all. Translation, please. You can't memorize it? I was what Ganlu Taful Loon for Sitlofulu Hayaloon Faja Mongo. I still have no idea what she's saying. I want a translation for this, please. Don't get it wrong. I'll be watching from a distance. Say it loud enough for me to hear it. Here? Really? Let's see. I think the first line was... Yeah, this one. Nice. Carry on. I got it right. Next line was... this one. Good work. Haha. Guess I got it right. I have no idea what I was saying. Honest? And what does this prove anyway? All finished. Well done. That's the end of my investigation. Looking at the results, the readings here are definitely abnormal. I wonder if something's happening or about to happen. It's fascinating stuff, certainly. Worth looking into. I better moving. Oh, forgive me. Thanks for your help, kid. Because of you, I have a good chance of witnessing something very interesting. No time to lose. Thanks again. Well, you want to know what the experiment was about? I was talking about digital wave readings. Wait a second. I'm conflicted. I'm confident I'll be able to detect abnormalities functional She's in the digital wave in Shinjuku. You just happened to be passing by, so I thought I'd use you to verify my assumptions. The digital wave reacts with human brain waves and bioelectricity, but this anomaly is something else, on a completely different scale. Basically, you've shown that your presence doesn't interfere with the digital wave at all. Okay. The quickest way would have been for me to test it for myself, but it's not really practical for me to be the subject, as well as the experimenter. It was lucky that you showed up, almost as if fate itself had a part to play. Are you a scientist? A scientist? Similar, in that I, too, search for the truth. But I like to think myself more as a truth seeker than a scientist. I have a very particular range of interests, and I'm not cut out for the academic side of things. Have you ever heard of the Pythagorean school of thought? I call myself a member. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Yeah, but who are you? What's your name? But who are you? Yeah, but who are you? There's no need for names. I'm just a lonely detective. As a cybersuit, mission to gather as much information as possible to learn the truth about the events in the real world and cyberspace. Maybe we'll meet again someday, kid. Okay. And that was my bizarre encounter with that detective. So that's how we met her. That's how Kyusu met her. Okay. I wasn't asleep. I'm awake. I was just resting my eyes. I'm awake. I'm just resting my eyes. My eyes I've been studying so long. Maybe I should call it a day. As a cybersuit, it is my mission to gather as much information as possible to learn the truth about events in the real world and cyberspace. There's still so many of Erica's files left, although maybe that's not such a bad thing. I guess I could read a little more. Okay, that was that mission. Oh, that was interesting and all. Definitely. Now that that is over with, we will hand that in. Okay, now that's in. Actually, we're going to be ending the video here for this one. And I'll see you next time when we do the next mission. So, I'll see you in the next mission. Bye.